Okay, Mr. Oh, okay. This is the wrong chart. Sorry, hang on, bear with me. Mr. No, no, no. You know what? I don't think. No. Sorry about this. I think we're going to have to take some fresh details. Let's do this the old-fashioned way, shall we? Okay, I'll tell you what. My name is Not a Real Doctor. Nice to meet you. I understand you're having some ear troubles. That's what the nurse told me. Anyway, I don't have any details on you though. But rather than wasting your time, making you rebook so we can find your details on file, we'll just take some details now, and then if I can't locate you on the system, I can go ahead and try at least to give you a call back and make sure you know how these things are. So let's start with name, if that's possible. First name. Okay. Last name. Middle names, initials, salutations. Are you a doctor by any chance, or no? Okay, that's fine. Right. Okay. Best number that I can reach you on if we can't find your details, if that's okay. Yep. Okay. That's fine. And extension at all? Is there anything that I can get for? Right, okay. That's fine, okay. No problem at all. So, what's the problem? What's your... It is ear trouble. Okay, cool. The nurse was at least right about something. Okay. And how long has this been going on for? Okay. But it hasn't got any better. Okay, so it's only in your right ear. Okay, and just being painful. Okay, sorry to hear that. There's nothing obvious just by looking at the outside of the ears. No swelling or inflammation or anything. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Seeing as you have booked an appointment here, what I'll do is I'll take a bit of time to have a look inside your ears. We'll see if we can see anything obvious. We may have to reschedule you for an appointment to get your ears syringed, which is painless, don't worry. But hopefully, I'm hoping that we can figure it out for you today. But okay, cool. Let's just have a little look for you then. Okay, gonna get my tools and stuff just over here. I've got a few bits and pieces in here. There's just a couple of tools and things. I mean, you know, to be honest with you, most of these I use to fix my computer, but I think they're relatively clean. We've got some real beauties. I mean, this is the extractor. So that's a personal favourite. This one is called the scooper. It's a good one. It's a nice little tool. This is the expunger. Probably a bit too sharp to put in an ear though. So I know I am. It's fine. Don't worry. I know. I said I'm not a doctor, so don't worry. I'm fully qualified in being not a doctor as well. So don't worry. We've even got some little guitar plectrums just in here as well, which is quite nice, in case the mood strikes us and we want to start singing Kumbaya. I've got probably the best thing to use though will be these little guys here, which are the reverse tweezers. Now the way these work, very straightforward. I have to apply pressure for them to open, and then apply, or release pressure rather, for them to close. But before we do that, we want to just have an overall inspection, okay? So just give me a second here. Can have a little look inside your ear. Now you say the one that's causing you a problem is this side. Okay, cool, no worries. Gonna just shine a little light down inside your ears and see what we can see. So just give me a second. I want to make sure I can at least kind of see the drum here. No, I'm just going to try and be a bit quieter for you whilst I'm close to your ears here. That's okay. So the outside of the ear is looking fine. The lobes are looking good. Now, yeah, this one does seem to be okay from what I can see. Do you clean your ears frequently, or you do? Okay. How do you do that? Because you shouldn't really put things in your ears. Q-tips. Okay. And what? Like how often? Once a week. Maybe stop doing that to your ears. That's not the best thing in the world. The best thing that you could do probably is just to make sure that you can let a little bit of water get in to them in the shower. Sort of tilt your head towards the shower head, let some water run in, and then just let it run out naturally. It's not really the best thing to be putting things into your ears unless it's somebody else doing it. Now let's have a look at this here for you. Now, I mean, the outside of the ear looks good. There doesn't seem to be any sort of swelling or inflammation that I can see straight away. Looks there is a small amount of build-up. Yes, a little bit. Okay, no worries. Is that a bit of discomfort? Okay, don't worry, that's fine. I will not prod your ear too much here. I've actually got a very useful thing that might be able to be used here. It just looks to me, because I can't actually see the eardrum on your right hand side, that usually means that you have some kind of a waxy build-up that's actually blocking the eardrum. If you sort of use Q-tips and sort of clean and push as you clean, and it sort of pushes earwax into your ear, it can become impacted, and when that happens, like I think what's happened here, it can be very hard for that to dislodge naturally, and therefore you get a blocked eardrum. Can be quite painful, can become infected, inflamed, so it's always best. This is kind of why it's really not a good idea to stick things in your ear, but that's fine, don't worry. I need to get a haircut soon. I tell you what, this is one of those things that you always leave to the last minute, isn't it? So, obviously don't try this at home, but I'm just going to be using the spudger to have a little look a little bit closer and just make sure that if I do dislodge some of this earwax, there's nothing behind or anything. Now that ear is definitely fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's mainly this one here. So shall we? Okay. So I'll just give it a go here. Do let me know if it hurts. I don't want you to sort of suffer in silence here. Okay. Yeah, there is quite a large build-up here. Okay. So it looks like this is what we're talking about. So there's quite a lot of this earwax in your ears. And that's, to be fair, is quite a small amount compared to what's actually in there. So, I've got an idea. I've got this sponge. You see, just going to have a little drink here. That's okay. What do you mean? It's not big. Okay, alright, let's try this then. Let's get a large sponge, and what we'll try and do is just very gently kind of try to get hold of some. Usually there's two different ways that you can do sort of cleaning of ears. You can either use like a sort of small suction device. If there's a large amount of earwax that you could get, normally. That sometimes works. And another thing that you can do as well is if you have any trouble with sort of like suction, or if it's more sort of painful, then you could always use the syringe, which is just injecting a large amount of water into your ear. It sounds scarier than it is. It's actually very painless and should actually help you almost immediately. You can get some disorientation, some sort of sense of being off balance, off centre for a little while after this procedure, but really this is kind of the best thing to do. Obviously your body's kind of gotten used to over the past few days not having one of your ears working, so it's sort of readjusted and is now balancing based on only having one ear, because a lot of our balance is to do with our perception through sound and through sight, and as you can imagine, people who are deaf in one ear can still balance, and that's because they compensate by using the other ear. Now here's an example of an earwax that's in your ear. Here is our extractor sponge. What you can do is just go ahead and touch this on here, and then that connects and collects the earwax. So very straightforward procedure. It's not going to be painful at all. Just going to go ahead and put the spudger away, and I think we're going to be good to go here. Okay, so just for argument's sake, because I know you want to make sure that I am being nice and thorough, being not a doctor, I'm going to just roll this straight over your left ear to start off with, so you don't have anything left at all. Yep, I know, it's actually quite kind of nice, isn't it, when you get the hang of it? And very smooth. And very smooth. There we go. Okay, good. So, let's go ahead and see if we can do the same thing on this ear for you, shall we? Now I'm going to be very gentle here. Bear with me. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's looking a lot better already. You can see that it's actually collected all of the earwax on the sponge. It's perfectly hygienic. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to touch your earwax or anything. That'd be really weird, wouldn't it? No, it's fine, don't worry. Not a doctor, don't forget. So it's fine. Let's go ahead and just a little bit more, just to make sure the ear's actually fine. Yeah, that seems like it's a lot better. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty happy with these. I'm just going to go ahead and just do one final pass over both of the ears for you, and then you'll be free to go. Just make sure that you give yourself a chance. If you are struggling, if you feel like it's affecting your balance, if you feel dizzy or disoriented at all, then that's fine. Just stop, just chill out, relax, and then hopefully once you feel a bit better, once you feel like you can stand up and walk and do your thing, that's absolutely fine. You can just feel free to go. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll leave this examination room unlocked, so you can just go ahead and leave when you are ready. But I think we're good. So nice to meet you. I'll see you again. Hopefully not for an ear problem. Maybe you'll just look me up for a date. I'm professional.